welcome to Off the Cuff with Namrita. Hope you all are having a fabulous Sunday morning, and today I am so excited because we are going to laugh a lot. And who else to make you laugh but the very fabulous residents of Priya living. You know, like we say, age is just a number. And today presenting the brightest, I would say the eldest and the smartest stand-up comedians for you, and presenting for the very first time, here is Jamnuji for you, who is a fabulous storyteller. And what can I say about him? He remembers things from the past as if it just happened yesterday. So I can't compete with him as far as, trading stories, but he has some jokes for you today. So Jamnuji, take over.
I'm Jamnu, and I'm not a stand-up comedian because I'm a sit-down comedian.
Okay.
Well, there was a young man that was an alcoholic, and his friends and his family persuaded him to go and see a doctor about it. And the doctor listened to him and said, we can go one of two ways. I can admit you in the detox center and within a week make you do what I have to do and you won't be an alcoholic when you leave here. The other is a little more better for everybody. As long as you're frank with me and I'm frank with you, we can do this from the comfort of your home. You come and see me every week for an office visit. So he goes for the first visit. The doctor says, well, how many drinks do you have every night? He says 5. So the doctor, after he's taken all his vitals and all, he says, okay, we're going to reduce it to 4. And you will come back in a week and I will examine you. He comes back in a week and the doctor takes blood pressure and all the vitals and says, what? Very good. You're okay with 4 drinks. So now we're going to change it to 3. So he said, Doc, you said I should be frank with you. I will change it to 3, but please, don't ask me to change it to 2. And the doctor said, well, why not? He said, I cannot empty a bottle in 2 glasses.
That was really fabulous, Jamnuji. Really funny.
Right.
And मैं तो यही कहती हूँ, अर्ज किया है, गुजर रहे हैं आज उस मुकाम से, गुजर रहे हैं आज उस मुकाम से, लोग छोड़ रहे हैं साथ जरा से जुकाम से. So next person coming is Sudhakar ji. He is a laughing yoga instructor. That's what I've heard about him. So all I can say is he's another great storyteller, and he's definitely going to make you laugh. So yes, Sudhakar ji, for you.
Thank you, Namrita.
You're welcome.
As you know, my name is Sudhakar Ingle in India. In America, is Southern girl or Smiley Hindu. Many companies there. So let's go to heaven first. And there was Donald Trump, there was Putin, and Queen Elizabeth. So God said, you are all here, let's give you some chance to talk with your country. So first Putin said, I want to go back to Russia and talk with them. So he called Russia, spent about 1 hour, and God said, it's $1 million for you. I said, okay, Putin gave that. Then came Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth said, I got to talk to England, find out what's happening. Just platinum anniversary, people are enjoying that, let me see. So she talked about 3 hours. So God said, $5 million. He paid that. Then came the time of Trump. So Trump talked about 5 hours here, and God said, that's all what you're going to pay, only $10. So Putin got really mad. He said, what is this nonsense? I paid 1 million, she paid 5 million, this guy made $5. So God said, please listen to him. You know, since Biden took the country, America, it has gone to hell. So this is just a local for him, local car. Why not much there?
Good
So,
one.
okay. One more,
One more.
Let's come on the earth. And what happened was generally planes are landing, going, but this one plane got crash landed. And a lot of people inside, so they were to go out, but nobody wanted to go out. So air hostess went to the captain and said, what can I do? How can I get these people out? He said, what kind of people are there? Well, there are a number of different people. He said, is there any Japanese? He said, just tell them it's an order. You got to go down. Okay, what else is there? He said, well, there's an Englishman. Just tell them it's Queen's request in the ground. Okay, the French one too. He said, just tell French ones it's a romantic thing downstairs. Just go down. I said, yeah, but there are so many Indians there. What do I do with the Indians? Just very simple. Just tell all of them it's a free event downstairs. There's a lot of free food. Okay.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sudhakar ji. That is funny. True to a certain extent, I'll say. And now I will call Geeta. Oh, Geeta ji. Jab se tumhe dekha ji. So we have Geeta ji here who came to the US in the 1960s, if I'm right.
67.
67 to be precise. And she came here as an engineer. So I can well imagine how, she worked during that time because there were barely any Indians. So she will tell a few of her jokes for you. Geeta ji, welcome.
Thank you, Namrita. Thank you, Namrita. I came here as a student to University of Minnesota in 1967. And after graduation, I came did my master's in engineering and started working control data. It doesn't exist anymore. But in first day of work, they asked me, how was your experience? Because there weren't that many Indian girls. In fact, I was the only Indian girl engineer working in the plant. How did it feel when you came in, first day when you entered the classroom at the university? I said, boy, I was prepared for everything, things would be different. And I walk into a classroom, not only was I the only girl, and I see all these foreigners. And they all started laughing. Who is the foreigner here? True. At what another thing happened. Those days, American families were hosting Indian students. So one of my colleagues came in very, hey, Mrs. Iyengar, I'm hosting an Indian student from Bombay. His name is Ashok. I said, Jack, it's not Ashok, it is Ashok. No, Mrs. Iyengar, it is Ashok. I wanted to say it perfect. So I asked him over the phone, how do you say your name? He said Ashok. Okay, you call him Ashok, I'll say Ashok. Okay, 2 weeks later, he walks in and says, Mrs. Iyengar, you are absolutely right. I go home yesterday and said, how was your day, Ashok? Then he says, oh, very fine. I went shopping with Dory and bought some shoes. Son of God never says H, he says.
Very nice, Geeta ji. That was really wonderful. And next on, I will call upon the in-house poet of Priya Living, Deepa ji. So Deepa ji, welcome. आपके लिए एक मैंने शेर अर्ज किया है. तेरे प्यार की रोशनी ऐसी है कि हर तरफ उजाला नजर आता है. तेरे प्यार की रोशनी ऐसी है कि हर तरफ उजाला नजर आता है. सोचती हूँ घर की बिजली कटवा लूं क्योंकि बिल बहुत ज्यादा आता है.
That is some introduction. I can't take credit. नाम तो मेरे मम्मी डैडी ने रखा था मेरा. So here I thought कुछ comic बोलना है. मोहे भूल गए सांवरिया, भूल गए सांवरिया. And what my version is, मेरा वेट न कम हो भैया, मेरा वेट न कम हो भैया. एरोबिक्स कर ली, वॉकिंग कर ली, जॉगिंग कर ली, स्विमिंग कर ली, जिम क्लोथ्स और स्नीकर्स की शॉपिंग भी कर ली, पर निकला न कोई नतीजा। मेरा वेट न कम हो भैया। डाइटिशियन बोले कम खाओ, न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट बोले सीड्स एंड नट्स लाओ, सब चीजें स्टॉक अप कर ली, पर वेट वॉचर्स भी फेल हुआ। मेरा वेट न कम हो भैया। जबान चटोरी कंट्रोल न होवे, कैलोरीज का तो बिल्कुल न सोचे, जब आवे समोसा चाट और छोला भटूरा, मेरा पेट न कम हो।
So true. Good one, good one, Dikpa ji. Wow, that was really fun. और वेट का तो मेरा भी यही हाल है। कोई बात नहीं, बट खाना भी जरूरी होता है। वो भी बहुत जरूरी है। And the next person I'm going to call is शीला जी। उनकी जवानी के बारे में तो सबको ही पता है। शीला की जवानी, वो बहुत ही आपके लिए कुछ नए चुटकुले एंड जोक्स लेके आएंगी। So here शीला जी for you. Enjoy.
Thank you, Namrita. Thank you, Namrita. Okay, I am Sheila and I have saved some jokes on my phone. Okay. A Sindhi who had no wife, no child, no money, no house, and only blind mother prayed fervently to God. God was moved by his prayers and told him to make only one request which would be granted to him. The man said, God, I want my mother to see my wife putting diamond bangles on my daughter's wrists inside my Mercedes parked in front of my mansion when I am watching them over a drink of Blue Label. God said to himself, I still have to learn a lot from these Sindhis. That was a joke. And then बॉय की एंगेजमेंट एक बहुत खूबसूरत लड़की से फिक्स हुई। वो दोनों पूरे दिन रात व्हाट्सएप से बात किया करते थे। आखिर वो रात आ ही गई। उस रात लड़का लड़की को घूंघट उठाकर बोला, तुम वाकई बहुत ही खूबसूरत हो, तुम्हें क्या गिफ्ट करूं? लड़की शर्माती हुई बोली, अगले हफ्ते दमू ततमीर चले। तो मॉरल ऑफ द स्टोरी इज, कम से कम एक कॉल तो कर लेना चाहिए था। व्हाट्सएप बस देख लिया व्हाट्सएप का नतीजा। अब 2 दमू ततमीर, अब जाओ दफू कश्मीर। दमू कश्मीर इज जम्मू कश्मीर। ओके, because she was totally
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Next.
Thank you, Sheila ji. So next on my list is कमल जी। उनके लिए मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि हम भी जाने मन तेरे लिए ताजमहल बनाएंगे। हम भी जाने मन तेरे लिए ताजमहल बनाएंगे। 1 कप सुबह और 1 कप शाम पिलाएंगे। So yes, Kamal ji, for you.
Hello, I'm Kamal, and I love tea. So anytime Taj Mahal is accepted. So my joke is very short and sweet. So there was this man who got into a bus, and the conductor came to him and he said, ticket. So he said, मेरे को 2 ticket देना. He said, but you're one person. Why do you need 2 tickets? He said, no, in case I lose 1 ticket, so the other one will be spare. So the conductor told him, okay, in that case, why don't you buy 4 tickets? Then you will not lose all of them. He said, but then when will my pass come of any use? My monthly pass. So I'm not going to buy 4 tickets, 2 is enough. Thank you.
Thank you, Kamal ji. Thank you. Yeah, and now what can I say about him? बातों में कोई नहीं उनका सानी, जिसका नाम है मनीष नहलानी, the director of Priya Living, a really fun, loving, positive person. So here's Maheshi for you.
Thank you so much, namrita. आपने तो मुझे तख्ते ताज पे बिठाया. Anyway, I have two small jokes for you. One is that one elderly gentleman. We are seniors out here, so this is regarding seniors. One elderly gentleman was invited to a elderly couple's place for dinner. It was 60th anniversary. So he went there, and they were sitting on the table and eating. And this husband, for everything that he had to tell his wife or request for him, kept on saying, "Oh darling, oh honey, oh pumpkin, oh sweetheart," and all those kind of things. Those kind of fabulous words. So when the wife went to the kitchen to bring something, this guest, elderly guest, asked. He says, "I'm pretty happy and amazed at you guys. I mean, there's so much of love still out there. They're 60 years, man." So this guy turns around and says, "Listen, just to tell you, I forgot her name in the last 10 years."
Good one.
And the other one is that Santa Singh was traveling on an aircraft from Bombay to Chandigarh. And so there were 3 seats there, and he was allocated the center seat. But Santa Singh, he went and sat on the window seat, which was not his, it was actually allocated to an elderly woman. So the elderly woman, when she comes, she says, "Santa Singh, this is my seat. You are in the middle seat, so please, just empty that seat." He said, "No, I want to see the view. I'm going to sit here." So then she rang up for the air hostess. The air hostess came and told him, "Santa Singh, you better leave that seat. That's for this lady." He said, "No, I told her. I'm not getting up." So she finally went to the pilot's cabin and went and told the captain. The captain, there's a guy who doesn't want to get up, and this is the thing. She said, "Okay." He got up, and he was also Mr. Singh, Captain Singh. He came, he went to that Santa Singh, said something in his ear. Santa Singh promptly got up and went and sat in the center seat.
Okay.
So the air hostess came and asked the pilot, "What did you tell him? Have you all tried so much?" He said, "I told him that seat is not going to Chandigarh." Thank you.
Okay, that was something, and I can say that can happen to anybody, not just something only. So last but not the least, I'm going to call अंजलि जी. अंजलि कुछ होता है, आप नहीं समझोगे. So अंजलि जी आइए और एक छोटा सा जोक अगर आपके पास है वो सुना दीजिए. हाँ जी. आइए. हाँ
नहीं ठीक,
हाँ ठीक है.
ऐसा होता है.
बिल्कुल. हाँ नहीं ठीक है. हाँ ठीक है. ठीक है.
छोटा सा जोक है.
पूछे.
अच्छा, तो एक दिन तो माँ अपने लड़के से बहुत मार रही थी. तो बोला कि क्यों मार रही हो माँ, इतनी छड़ी से मारे, इधर से छोड़ दो ना. अरे थोड़ा सा तो इधर उधर स्कूल जाओ, पढ़ो लिखो, अच्छे हो जाओ, थोड़ा अच्छा नौकरी मिलेगा तो अच्छी लड़की भी मिलेगी, शादी होगी. अरे माँ ठहरो, मेरा बाप इतना अच्छा शिका है, बहुत बड़ा ऑफिसर है, उसको कहाँ मिला है आप जैसे.
गुड वन. दैट वाज गुड.
Good one, yeah.
यस बिल्कुल सही था. अंजलि जी हाँ आप बैठिए. I think so. We all are done. Thank you so much for joining us. Like I say, laughter is the best medicine, and coming for the from the elderly at young at heart, as you can see, it's even more sweeter, I'll say. So keep enjoying your Sunday. And जाते जाते तो मैं यही कहूँगी, चलो फिर से होली से मुस्कुराते हैं, चलो फिर से होली से मुस्कुराते हैं, बिना माचिस के ही लोगों को जलाते हैं. So a group picture in the end. Thank you Priya Living residents for coming on Off the Cuff with Namrita. We'll need your blessing and support for future programs. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Absolutely, off the cuff.
Thank
With
you.
Namrita.
For inviting us.
Anytime, anytime. Definitely, Arif. No, it's okay. आ जाओ.
मालूम नहीं क्या सच है, मालूम नहीं क्या सच है, मगर जिंदगी को देने के लिए अभी बहुत कुछ है. Namaste. This is Navleen Jaggi, born and brought up in India and living in the Bay Area from past 20 years. I'm a software engineer by profession. I left my job to follow my passion and my dream. I had a dream to bring India here in the Bay Area. भारत की मिट्टी की खुशबू और जायकों को नए अंदाज में पेश करने के लिए मैंने अपना रेस्टोरेंट खोला यहाँ पे called Shosha. Shosha means to show off. I want to show off the creativity and vastness of flavors that India has to offer. We are located in the heart of Silicon Valley, downtown Sunnyvale. We specialize in corporate events, catering, be it weddings, birthday parties, anniversaries, indoors as well as outdoors. I'm inviting you all with your families, friends and colleagues to check us out at downtown Sunnyvale, 141 South Murphy Avenue. For reservations, please call 510-378-3775. I'm honored and blessed to be a grand sponsor of Off the Cuff by Namrita. We'll see you again soon here at Shosha. Namaskar.